In the heart of Amravati stood an ancient mango tree, older than anyone could remember. Its thick, gnarled branches reached for the sky, sheltering the village beneath a canopy of glossy green leaves. Children played among its roots, farmers rested in its shade, and women wove garlands beneath its boughs. The villagers called it Amma Vriksha, the mother tree, believing it cared for them all. More than just a tree, it was the soul of Amravati, a silent guardian of their joys and sorrows. The villagers believed the tree had a spirit that understood their hearts, listening to their wishes and rewarding kindness. Its mangoes glowed golden, said to hold magic for those who were selfless and honest. The Amma Vriksha never gave riches, only simple blessings that nurtured the community. In return, the villagers treated the tree with deep respect, always grateful for its quiet miracles. The Amma Vriksha's magic was a subtle force, a quiet hum beneath the surface of everyday life. It wasn't flashy or ostentatious, but rather a gentle presence that permeated the village of Amravati. It revealed itself in small miracles, in moments of unexpected grace, especially for those with pure hearts and selfless intentions. The tree seemed to have a special connection to the innocence of children. When a devastating drought struck the land, leaving the earth parched and the crops withered, despair settled over Amravati. The villagers were worried and didn't know what to do. Young Leela, witnessing the suffering around her, didn't pray for relief for herself. Instead, she wished with all her heart for water for all the villagers, putting their needs before her own. Her heart was filled with compassion. The next day, a single radiant golden mango fell at her feet, glowing with an otherworldly light. It was unlike any mango anyone had ever seen. After sharing the mango with the village, a gentle, life-giving rain blessed the parched land, ending the drought and bringing joy back to Amravati. The crops flourished, and the wells filled once more. The villagers celebrated the return of the rains, their hearts filled with gratitude and relief. They knew that the Amma Vriksha had heard Leela's prayer. They knew the tree had answered Leela's selfless wish, a testament to the power of compassion and the magic that resided within the ancient mango tree. Another time, Ramu the farmer, a hardworking man known for his dedication to his family and his land, faced a difficult challenge. He was unable to afford a new bullock to help him plow his fields, a necessity for planting his crops and providing for his loved ones. He didn't wish for riches or an easy life, but only for the strength and ability to work harder and provide for his family, to ensure they had enough to eat. Once again, the tree gifted him a single golden mango, radiating warmth and energy. And to his astonishment, he found himself able to plow his fields alone, his body filled with a newfound vigor and stamina. He worked tirelessly from sunrise to sunset, his movements strong and efficient, his heart filled with gratitude. The Amma Vriksha never gave what was wanted out of greed or selfish desire. It wasn't a wishing tree for material possessions. It only bestowed what was truly needed, what would nurture the spirit and strengthen the community as a whole. Its blessings were never about accumulating wealth or gaining personal advantage. They were about instilling hope in the face of adversity, fostering strength to overcome challenges, and empowering individuals to help others in need. The villagers cherished these stories of the Amma Vriksha's blessings, passing them down through generations. They were shared as lessons in kindness, selflessness, and the importance of community, shaping the values of Amravati. The tree's magic was in giving what helped the heart to grow, what nurtured compassion and empathy. It was about enriching the soul, not filling the pocket with fleeting riches. In Amravati, everyone knew, deep down in their hearts, the greatest gifts were those that uplifted the entire village, fostering unity, cooperation, and a shared sense of purpose. The Amma Vriksha's gentle blessings, a constant reminder of the power of kindness and the importance of community, shaped not only the landscape of Amravati, but also the very spirit of its community, creating a haven of peace, harmony, and unwavering hope. In the quiet village of Amravati, life flowed at a gentle pace, undisturbed by the clamor of the outside world. The villagers lived simply, content with the blessings of nature and the warmth of their community. But this tranquility was about to be disrupted. One day, a wealthy merchant named Seth Dhanraj arrived in Amravati, his caravan laden with riches and his heart filled with ambition. As he surveyed the humble village, his eyes filled with greed, seeing not the beauty of their simple existence, but the potential for exploitation. He scoffed at the villagers' simple lives, their unadorned homes, and their lack of worldly possessions, believing himself superior. His attention was immediately drawn to the Amma Vriksha, the ancient tree at the heart of the village. Seeing it only as a source of power and wealth, a means to further his own avarice. Ignoring their stories of kindness, the tales of generosity, and the tree's benevolent spirit, he dismissed them as mere folklore. With a demanding gesture, he questioned the villagers, pressing them to reveal how to unlock the tree's magic, how to turn its blessings into personal riches. The villagers, hesitant but respectful, explained, the tree gave only to pure hearts, to those who sought not personal gain, but the well-being of others. It would not bestow its gifts on those seeking gold, on those driven by selfish desire. Seth Dhanraj grew frustrated, his face contorted with impatience and disbelief. He was convinced there was a secret ritual, a hidden trick, something the villagers were deliberately withholding from him. He watched the tree day and night, his gaze unwavering, hoping to catch a glimpse of the supposed secret, to unravel the mystery of its power. He dismissed the villagers' respect for the tree as foolishness, their reverence as mere superstition, convinced that his wealth and intellect would surely unlock its secrets. His presence cast a shadow over the village, a darkness that threatened to extinguish the light of their simple joy. The air grew heavy with his impatience, with the oppressive weight of his greed. The Ama Vriksha, once a symbol of peace and harmony, a source of comfort and solace for the villagers, now stood under the constant scrutinizing gaze of greed, its tranquility disturbed by the merchant's avarice. The villagers worried, their hearts heavy with concern for the fate of their beloved tree and the future of their peaceful village. They knew the tree would not reward a selfish heart, that its magic was reserved for those who sought to give, not to take. Seth Dhanraj's obsession grew with each passing day, consuming his thoughts and fueling his relentless pursuit. It was blinding him to the true magic of the tree, to the simple truth that kindness and generosity were the keys to its blessings. He was determined to take what he wanted, to claim the tree's power for himself, regardless of the consequences. He was willing to pay any cost, to cross any line, to achieve his selfish goal. The stage was set for a lesson, a profound and unforgettable lesson, not just for Seth Dhanraj, but for all who witnessed his folly. A lesson in the fundamental difference between want and need, between greed and generosity, between the emptiness of material wealth and the true riches of a kind heart. At the village's edge lived Aman, a gentle boy caring for his sick mother, Radha. Despite his youth, Aman did everything for her, fetching water, cooking, and sharing stories to lift her spirits. Each evening, Aman sat beneath the Ama Vriksha, not asking for riches, but quietly praying for his mother's health. His wish was simple, to see her smile again. The villagers saw his devotion and supported him, bringing food and comfort. They hoped the tree would hear his pure, selfless prayers. Aman's love for his mother was unwavering, a quiet light in their hardship. He never wished for himself, only for her recovery. The Ama Vriksha listened to his whispered hopes, its leaves rustling in gentle sympathy. The whole village waited, believing if any wish deserved to be granted, it was Aman's. His heart was full of love, not desire. In Amravati, everyone knew, the purest wishes were the most powerful. While Aman prayed, Seth Dhanraj plotted to steal the tree's magic. He watched Aman, scoffing at the boy's selfless wish. Convinced the most golden mangoes held the greatest power, he decided to steal one at night. Ignoring warnings, he crept to the tree with a hooked stick, determined to take what he wanted. The tree's branches seemed to resist him, but he pressed on, focused only on his prize. After a difficult climb, he knocked down a large glowing mango and caught it triumphantly. Seth Dhanraj believed he had outsmarted the villagers and the tree. He imagined endless riches and power, blind to the tree's true nature. His greed drove him, deaf to the whispers of respect and gratitude. That night, the Ama Vriksha stood silent, watching as the merchant claimed his stolen fruit. The lesson of the tree was about to unfold. As the first light of dawn painted the sky with hues of gold and rose, a new day began. The world was still and quiet, holding its breath in anticipation. Aman, his small frame silhouetted against the rising sun, returned to the Ama Vriksha. He walked with purpose, his bare feet padding softly on the earth, but his heart was heavy, weighed down with worry for his mother's ailing health. Each step he took was a prayer, a silent plea for her well-being. The weight of his concern was a tangible burden. Kneeling at the ancient tree's base, he felt a connection to something larger than himself, a sense of hope amidst despair. He closed his eyes and prayed, not for himself, not for riches or glory. His prayer was simple, earnest, and pure, for his mother's health and happiness, for her to be free from pain and suffering. He poured all his love and hope into his heartfelt plea. His wish was humble, born from the deepest love, not selfish desire. It was a testament to his selfless nature, a beacon of hope in the face of adversity. As he finished his prayer, a gentle breeze stirred the leaves of the Ama Vriksha, whispering secrets through its branches. The air seemed to hum with anticipation. And then, a single, extraordinary sight, a glowing mango, radiant with light, floated gently down from the tree, landing softly into his outstretched hands. It was warm to the touch, pulsing with a gentle golden light, a tangible manifestation of the tree's ancient magic. A gift, a blessing, a direct answer to his heartfelt prayer from the benevolent tree. Aman's heart swelled with hope, a feeling so powerful it brought tears to his eyes. He looked at the glowing fruit with wonder, his mind racing with the possibilities it held. He knew with unwavering certainty that this was the answer, the miracle he had so desperately prayed for. He didn't hesitate. Clutching the magical fruit tightly, he rushed home, his feet barely touching the ground. His mind was filled with only one thought, his mother, and the hope that this gift would restore her to health. The Ama Vriksha, ancient and wise, had heard his selfless wish, recognizing the purity of his love. The true magic of the tree was not simply contained within the fruit itself. It resided in the boundless love that inspired Aman's wish, the unwavering devotion of a son for his mother. Aman's heart overflowed with gratitude, and he paused for a moment to bow his head in thanks to the Ama Vriksha. Then, with renewed determination and hope shining brightly in his eyes, he ran towards his mother. The entire village watched, their faces etched with anticipation, holding its collective breath. The moment of truth had arrived. The true test of the tree's magic and the power of Aman's love was about to begin. Aman burst into his hut, offering the glowing mango to his ailing mother. Radha, weak but hopeful, tasted the fruit, and a warm light spread through her body. With each bite, color returned to her cheeks and strength to her limbs. By the last piece, she sat up, renewed and healthy for the first time in weeks. Tears of joy streamed down her face as she embraced Aman. "You saved me," she whispered, overwhelmed with gratitude. Aman hugged her tightly, both crying tears of happiness. Together, they walked to the Ama Vriksha to offer thanks. The villagers rejoiced, witnessing the miracle born from a child's love. The tree's magic had healed Radha, rewarding Aman's pure heart. The Ama Vriksha stood tall, its leaves whispering blessings. In Amravati, hope and gratitude blossomed anew. The true power of the tree was revealed to all. Meanwhile, Seth Dhanraj locked himself away with his stolen mango, eager for riches. He sliced it open, but instead of sweetness, a foul odor filled the room. The fruit was dry, bitter, and inedible. Furious, he tried to wish for gold and palaces, but nothing happened. The mango mocked him with its emptiness. In rage, he hurled it away, realizing the tree had given him only what his heart deserved. A deep, unending hunger gnawed at him, a curse for his greed. Defeated, Seth Dhanraj left Amravati, his dreams shattered. The villagers saw him go, understanding the tree's wisdom. The Ama Vriksha had rewarded love and punished selfishness. The merchant's lesson was bitter, but unforgettable. In Amravati, the true value of the tree was clear. News spread quickly. Radha was healed, and the greedy merchant had left empty-handed. The villagers gathered under the Ama Vriksha, celebrating not just a miracle, but the spirit of their community. Aman and his mother offered flowers in gratitude, while children danced and laughter filled the air. The story of Aman and the merchant became a new legend teaching that selfless wishes bring true magic. The golden mangoes were symbols, not the source of the tree's power. The Ama Vriksha continued to watch over Amravati, its blessings rooted in kindness and love. The villagers knew they were rich not in gold, but in compassion and unity. The greatest magic was in the love they shared. And so, under the whispering leaves, Amravati thrived, forever guided by the wisdom of the mother tree.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel Growing Minds Through Stories.